All right, we are being told the Enforcement Directorate raids are on a minister of the Delhi government. The ED team has reached the residence of Raaj Kumar Anand. He's the Social Welfare Minister in Delhi government. ED search continues at the minister's official residence in Civil Lines. That's a big news coming in. This is, remember, on the day when Arvind Kejriwal, who's the national convener of AAP, who's the Delhi Chief Minister, is being summoned by the Enforcement Directorate. These are the latest visuals on your screen from the residence in Civil Lines in central Delhi. This is the ED search that continues. Another minister, Raaj Kumar Anand, is an MLA Social Welfare Minister in Delhi government, and his house is currently being raided. So it's not a good day, it's looking like, for the Aam Aadmi Party. We'll try and get you details on that. Our colleagues are on the ground to help us understand what exactly is happening. But this is a big update that we are bringing to you, that the Enforcement Directorate has raided, is currently there too at one of the Delhi government ministers. Shreya Chatterjee is joining me on the phone line. Shreya, that's a big news, and on a day when Kejriwal is being summoned. Why possibly? What is the reason? And since when has the ED team been there at the minister's residence?
Well, Pooja, you know what we're learning right now, that there is a raid that is currently under its way at the residence of Raaj Kumar Anand by the Enforcement.
Shreya, if you can hear me, yes, go ahead. All right, we'll try and get that line back on with Shreya Chatterjee. But that's the big news coming in, that Raaj Kumar Anand, Social Welfare Minister of Delhi government, his residence is where the Enforcement Directorate team is currently on. Now, there is no clarity here. This does not look like that it's connected to the liquor policy. He's a Social Welfare Minister, but we'll try and continue to get you details. All right, this is the search that's on the day that Kejriwal is also being summoned by the ED. Now, remember who are currently one of the senior leaders or who've been very close to Arvind Kejriwal who are managing the work. Many of the portfolios had to be shared. For example, Saurabh Bhardwaj, Atishi, the two who Arvind Kejriwal trusts in the government and have shared portfolios. And then there is Raaj Kumar Anand too, who's the Social Welfare Minister in Delhi government. But what is the reason that the Enforcement Directorate team is at his residence this morning, while the Aam Aadmi Party was also planning a show of strength? Shreya now continues to be with us. Shreya, go ahead. Since when is the ED team there? Any clarity on why they are they're searching at this minister's residence?
Pooja, we are yet to get a clarity on the raids, but what we do know that this is an alleged money laundering case on which the raid is currently under its way at the residence of Raaj Kumar Anand. Early morning, the Enforcement Directorate team is at his residence and raids are currently under its way, is what we're learning so far.
Shreya, do tell us, because it's very interesting. This is also on the day when Arvind Kejriwal is being summoned by the ED.
Well, obviously, this is something that the Aam Aadmi Party obviously will take as another jolt when we talk about the Enforcement Directorate case. But because we are yet to get a clarity on whether Arvind Kejriwal will be appearing at a time like this, a residence at another AAP minister's residence is definitely something that AAP did not really see on the cards. And we do know that this is a money laundering case regarding which the raid is currently under its way. We are yet to get clarity. Raaj Kumar Anand's residence in Civil Lines area is where the raid is currently under its way.
All right. So, Shreya, can we also know that, can you tell us more about, because there are few ministers who are in fact now in the Delhi government. Atishi and Saurabh are also taking on, they have taken additional portfolios, while Raaj Kumar Anand is, what we are being told, initial sources, initial information suggests was a money laundering case. Are we expecting that this could, that the ED team could actually stay on at the residence for several hours now today?
Well, whenever we've seen a raid being conducted, Pooja, this is obviously a protocol, because there are not just interrogation that happens during a raid, there are searches that also take place. So this will definitely be a lengthy process. It will take some time, but it's a money laundering case allegedly is what we are learning. We are yet to get a complete clarity on what this case is about. But the ED team is currently at the residence of Raaj Kumar Anand at Civil Lines, where the raid is currently under its way.
All right, Shreya Chatterjee. Shreya, stay on with me because that's the news that we are tracking. that the Enforcement Directorate is currently conducting searches while at 9 different locations in a money laundering case. One of the searches is at the minister's residence, Raaj Kumar Anand's house. Raaj Kumar Anand, just to give you a background, has been one of the senior ministers and senior leaders associated with the Aam Aadmi Party, and therefore on a day when the Aam Aadmi Party already was planning a show of strength, this specific search that's coming on. Remember, he's been a businessman and then who joined the Aam Aadmi Party. He represents Patel Nagar and 57 years of age. So he may not have had a lot of political experience, but he's definitely, because as one of the leading ministers in the Delhi government, holds, of course, strong influence. We'll try and get more details about what precisely is happening in this case. But it's a big news. Remember, it's a big news that Enforcement Directorate on one hand has called Arvind Kejriwal in the liquor policy scam controversy, and then on another is conducting searches at the Mantri's residence.